a difference in the lives of children that we serve. And so anyone that's interested in working with children and making a difference in their lives, we meet every Tuesday at Flying Cowboy. And let me get my days right, because sometimes we made some changes in our thing. And we meet the first and second Tuesdays, and we have that'll be at our evening meeting, and it's at 6:30, Flying Cowboy. Then the third and fourth Tuesdays we meet at 11:30 for our luncheon meeting, and we did that for two reasons. Number one, to try to meet the needs of our members and try to encourage more younger members to join.
Okay.
Back in the day, 25, 30 years ago, a lot of mamas didn't work. They were home, so daddies could be more involved. Now both parents are working. So
that's true.
We did that to encourage more young people to do it. And we've raised over, our budget's around $10,000 just in youth projects.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to make a difference in children's lives. So anyone that's really interested in working with children and helping make a difference in your community, come and see us. And if you have any questions, call 384-9263, and I'll be glad to answer them.
Well, I tell you what, that's a great introduction of your organization, to tell people what you're all about in case we didn't know. And to be able to provide that many services, that means you have members who are working members,
right,
who would not mind getting out there serving the community.
Right. Let me just say this, and I'm not bragging, it's the truth. We're probably one of the smallest clubs, civic clubs in Douglas, and we probably do more projects, numbers of projects, than most of the clubs, even bigger clubs. And that's because I think we deal a lot, we just primarily with one main focus, and that's children. So we do a lot, what we do, 10, 15, 12 projects a year on it, and we're very proud of that. We only have probably right now, what I would say, 25 active members.
Okay.
And so that's pretty good with that smaller group.
Good.
And our attendance, we probably get 60, 70% most of the time of those attending meetings.
Okay. Well, and you're here today to talk about a concert that you have coming up. And it's going to be at the Martin Center, and I'll let you tell everyone when it is. But what is the purpose of the concert?
Okay, number one purpose is, well, I mentioned to you about serving the community. The Martin Theater is an excellent place. It's an excellent showcase. Bring back in the past, in the 30s and 40s and all that. And we thought, what can we do to try to get more people to come, as well as having a fundraiser? So we looked at some things, and you know, our budget's small, so we couldn't get a lot of what we call big time groups like a Jennifer Nettles or something. We don't have that kind of budget. However, there are a lot of tribute bands in the United States, one of which is Faithfully, and I'll get into this later, which was named after one of the hit songs of the band Jeri. This group has performed all over the United States. They're probably one of the, they've reached a big acclaim in terms of, they were one of the best tribute bands in the United States. They put on the best stage show. In fact, one of our, and I don't think he'd mind mention his name, Kevin Kepler, who was Sunbelt Nursery, mentioned to our president he'd seen this group in Panama City, said they were incredible, that were just as good as the group Jeri.
Okay.
And Jeri was a band that was in the 70s and 80s. They were America's rock band back then. And the thing that surprised me, I thought, you know, geez, the people know this group. But we, you know, well, the other day at the bash, summer bash that y'all had, we passed out flowers. Now we're talking to people, and it was amazing the number of people. Yeah, I know, Joe, they were great. My mom and dad listened to them, and teenagers. I was surprised a lot of teenagers talked with them and knew about them, and were just excited.
So when is the concert?
All right, the concert will be July 11th at 7 p.m. at the Martin Theater. It's $15 for pre-sale tickets, $20 at the door. Now, if you want reserve tickets, those are the front section seats. They're $25. You can only get that at State Farm, Stan Rocket's office on the Baker Highway, and Marlene Jones on Peterson Ave. At Edward Jones, she'll have other tickets too, but you can only get your reserve tickets at those two places.
Only the reserve tickets?
Yes.
So can you buy tickets online?
Yes, you may. If you go to Douglas Kiwanis Club, look at their Facebook page and scroll down, you'll find out a lot about the About Us, but you'll also see a section that says Journey. You click on that, and you can get on the tickets and and buy tickets online. That's something we've done the first time, and we're hoping that we encourage people, especially those that don't live in Douglas, to buy them.
Now, has the Kiwanis already purposed what the proceeds from this event will be used for?
All right, and so I don't miss anybody, let me get back to my other little sheet here.
You can look at your sheet.
All right. I did talk about different things, and like I said, the Sheriff's Boys and Girls Ranch, Hope Center, Building Upgrades Program. We have a Builders Club, developing leadership skills in the middle school. We have K-Kids in the elementary school, which is kind of like building blocks. K-Kids elementary, Builders Club in the middle school, and then go to the key clubs, which are at Coffee High and CCA. The purpose of those clubs are to develop leadership and also civic mindedness. It's amazing. I went to speak to one of the clubs, and I said, do you know what a civic club is? No. Civic clubs are those that serve the community. They're service clubs, and you make a difference in your community. And it's difficult now to find. We're hoping we can continue to find advisors that want to take the time to do this. Our key club at Coffee High School was nationally recognized for several years. We had several governors of the state of Georgia, key club governors, lieutenant governors, that were just prominent. And we were probably one of the top clubs in the country. And so if we're still looking for sponsors and advisors, but making a difference in children's lives and developing leadership is our main purpose.
Well, George, there may be someone listening who says, oh, he's saying so many great things and they provide so many services, the Kiwanis, to the community. How can I become a member?
All right. The biggest thing that you need to do is to be, number one, you're interested in being civic minded. You're interested in working with children. You're willing to, there's two ways. A Kiwanis member doesn't want to just come to the meetings and eats. It's one who serves and gets on committees and does things. One of the problems we have sometimes is we go to meetings and we sit and eat, and that's it. We try to do, one of the things we do at our club, at the beginning of the meeting, we have a song called Smile, and you go around and shake everybody's hand. At the beginning, greet each other, let them glad to see you here tonight.
Are you going to sing it for us today?
Well, if I sang it, you
we need
shut
to
up.
come to the meeting to hear it.
Yeah. Smile and you will. Anyway, it's good for everybody. That's enough, the guy says. But anyway, the bottom line is, if you want to make a difference in children's life, you want to serve your community. We've probably, just in Santa Stroll alone, we stopped doing, and hopefully we'll get back to it, 2,000 children we probably saved over that period of time. Key club members, thousands over a period of time. Boys and Girls Club, Sheriff's Boys Ranch, they helped build the chapel in Hayira at the Sheriff's Boys Ranch, key clubbers. They did all kinds of projects. We bring them annually, and we give them a field day here in Coffee County. So there's a legacy. The club was founded in 1922, and we've had a 100-year anniversary for Kiwanis International. They were formed in 1915. So this year is Kiwanis International's 100th birthday, and we've done some projects like we donated 100 pair of socks to the veterans. We donated 100 library books to the libraries to remember that the 100 years. So we've been around a long time, and we're very proud of what we've accomplished. We want to continue to make a difference in children's lives. One of the things that I'll reiterate when I was in a principal, when I wrote a letter to my teachers to come back, I said, glad to have you back, and remember, we're here to make a difference in the lives of the children we serve.
Yes.
Get emotional about that, but that's, I think, what we have to remember. Why are you a member of Lions Club? Why are you a member of Rotary Club? Make a difference in this community.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. Well, before we leave today, you've told us when your meetings are held. Just go over the date and time again with everyone, and we'll hold this up at the end where Johnny can zoom in on
All right, this will be Saturday, January the 11th, Martin Theater at 7 p.m. You can get tickets, and I'm just going to briefly say those if that's okay. Powell's Drug Store, Stan Rocket, State Farm, West Baker Highway, Marlene Broad River Jones, 1400 North Peter Street, Zaxby's here in Douglas, Flying Cowboy, Billings Pharmacy in Pearson, Broxton Pharmacy, Fairway Foods in West Green, Nichols Pharmacy, Chamber of Commerce at the Atrium. But also you can buy Kiwanis from Kiwanis members. You can get your tickets online go to Douglas Kiwanis Club and look at the Facebook page.
Okay, there it is. Well, George, thanks for being here today, and thank you for bringing this great band to our community.
Yeah, hope to see everybody there, and come to the Martin Center. We need to take advantage of the beautiful facility we
Yes.
have. Let me say in closing, this band isn't a hard rock band. You can understand every word they say. And let me say one quick thing and I'll shut up. The song they're going to play, Anywhere You Want It, After the Fall, Ask the Lonely, and many more. And one other one that was real famous was Don't Stop Believing.
Oh, yeah.
So 70s and 80s era, old timers, young timers, you can understand what they're singing. This isn't this crazy stuff you don't understand.
Well, George, thank you again, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we're going to take another break and come back with some closing announcements right after this break.
WDTV 13. Programming is sponsored by
American Truck Parts Incorporated, a proud sponsor of WDTV 13 programming.
Vickers Audio and Glass Tinting, supporting our local programming on WDTV 13. Storage Solutions, etc., locally owned and operated and located at 1010 Bowens Mill Road, Southeast in Douglas. Roscoe Allen Jr. and Gubus Modular Buildings in Osceola, Georgia. We proudly support local programming on WDTV 13. Harper & Company Builders, serving Douglas and Coffee County for 29 years. And a proud sponsor of community programming.
Aiden's Minute Market. When you're out, we're in.
Dewey Hayes Jr., attorney at law, selected to the top 100 trial lawyers in the state of Georgia.
Fletcher Oil Company, since 1966, has been supporting local activities and a proud sponsor of community programming on WDTV 13. Fletcher Oil Company is a member of the Women's Business Enterprise National Council.
McCrary Daniels Insurance Agency.
If you want your pizza fixed just right, chances are you'll go to Danny's. If you're celebrating a birthday, Holtz is probably fixing the cake you'll put the candles on. And if your wedding ring needs an adjustment, you'll find yourself at Crawford Jewelers. But if it's you who needs fixing, it should definitely happen here. Coffee Regional Medical Center in Douglas, Georgia. We fix things better here.
Before I leave today, just want to share some upcoming community announcements with you. Coming up on June the 19th here at the Douglas Visitor Information Center, we are going to host a staycation event. This event is going to share with our citizens hidden treasures of things to do within this community. Sometimes people are on a budget and just don't have the money to travel away for extended vacations outside of the community. So what we want to offer the citizens of our community is information on things right here in our own backyard that we can do. We're going to have some participants to come and share their venue tourist attractions with you, so you'll be better prepared to know what you can do in the community. Kimberly Tucker is organizing this event. She's our information specialist for the Visitor Information Center. And if you need more details, her number is 384-4555, and that's going to be on June the 19th from 10 until 2 p.m. Also coming up on June the 20th is the Junk Collections Day. That is held each month. The City of Douglas put the sway cars out to collect items from around your homes. We encourage our citizens to participate. The only thing is you have to provide proof of residency within the City of Douglas, that you are a customer rather of the City of Douglas, and to do that you can provide a utility bill or some form of statement proving where you live. We do not collect any hazardous material